I caught wind that this was leaving this morning, so I wanted to come out and check it out. I'll try to keep my distance, guys. What time are you guys setting off? 10 o'clock? He's probably gonna call the Coast Guard now. Over my right shoulder, it looks like there could be an NYPD boat coming with its light on. I don't know if it's coming from me. It does look like he's headed straight for me. I get what you're saying, and I'm keeping my distance. And I'm not trying to cause a problem. This is history right here. Hey guys, this is Matt with 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel. Today, I'm in the Bronx, New York City, and I'm headed out kayaking on the East River to the Vernon C. Bain Correctional Center, also known as the jail barge. This jail barge was decommissioned and was sold to a salvage company in Louisiana. So today, the journey begins where they move the jail barge all the way to Louisiana. I'm out here today to kayak out to the jail barge and to watch it leave New York City. All right, guys, I'm leaving Barretto Point Park here in the Bronx, New York City. And way off to my right, you can see the Manhattan skyline. And what a beautiful view it is. Right on the other side is Rikers Island Jail. The waterway that I'm currently paddling in is the East River. And I'm headed to the Vernon C. Bain Correctional Center. My understanding is that the salvage company bought it from the city of New York for $1.5 million. The original cost of this jail barge was $165 million. One of the employees at the salvage yard saw my original video at the jail barge, and he actually emailed me to let me know that this jail barge was leaving today. And he invited me at a later date when it arrives to Louisiana to come tour the jail barge before they start recycling it. So my understanding is that the Coast Guard is probably going to be out here. There's probably going to be several tugboats, possibly police boats. So I wanted to be prepared. And you can see I'm wearing a high-vis vest just to make me a little bit more visible. I also have a flashing beacon light on the deck of my kayak just for extra visibility as well. So way off in the distance, I can see a couple, actually 2 or 3 tugboats. I can see the jail barge. So it looks like everything's a go. So my intelligence was good. So the question is, how close will I be able to get to it? I launched at Barretto Point Park because it's to the west of the jail barge. And my guess is that they're going to be bringing it to the west when they leave New York City. So at the very least, it'll be going past me. So it'll be interesting to see if they're on time. I don't see any Coast Guard vessels, just tugboats. So that's kind of cool. It may be easier for us to wander around here without the Coast Guard being here. Of course, I'm going to try to keep my distance, give them some space. I don't want to get in anybody's way. So high tide is about 10 a.m. I'm guessing maybe that's the reason they're planning this at 10 a.m. And it's probably 9:15, 9:30 right now. So we're inching closer. And you can see the jail barge straight ahead of us. We may push our luck just a little bit, see what happens. Obviously, I don't want to get in anybody's way, but I also want to capture some footage. So we're going to carefully balance that. So right now, I see what looks like 3 tugs up against the jail barge, and one just sitting off in the water a little bit. I'm sure they won't love the fact that I'm kayaking over here, but it'll be all right. Very large barge over here to the right, and just beyond it is a ferry and another barge and tugboat, so we're probably gonna have to deal with some chop here in a little bit. That first tugboat says Casey Ann, Newark, New Jersey. Oh, looks like there's this barge right here in the middle is from Louisiana. There's a couple of guys in the back of this tugboat. This one from Louisiana. I don't know if these guys will care or not. That boat's moving a little bit, so we're going to keep our distance. I'm sure he's just kind of repositioning himself a little bit. It says Zion M. Falgout. Falgout is the name of that tugboat from Louisiana. And that one over there says Douglas J. Man, it's choppy with a bunch of boat traffic today. The 2 light blue tugboats are Don John Marine. There's a whole bunch of people up here on the corner. Probably news media. Who knows? This is a big deal. This thing was decommissioned. They no longer use it. And it's moving out. We'll kayak up to these people. How's it going? Yep. Yeah, I caught wind of it. And I'm 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel. I do a lot of videos around New York City. And 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel? Yeah. So they actually, the company that bought this, the salvage company? They are? Yeah, okay. There's a guy that emailed me, and he's going to try to arrange a possibility for me to go down there and tour it once it arrives in Louisiana. So that'll be really cool. We'll see if that works out. But yeah, so I do videos all around New York City, and I caught wind that this was leaving this morning, so I wanted to come out and check it out. So I launched over at Barretto Point Park. Yeah. But yeah, I have a previous video where I paddled around this. So yeah, it's pretty cool. What's that? 5 knots. 5 knots? Yeah, and I think that, what does the trip take, like a couple months to get 40? 14, that's it. That's actually pretty quick. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I probably could for a little while. That's awesome. So, other news media here today? Yeah, I figured. How about the mayor? No mayor today? Deputy mayor? Okay. Yeah. Where's Curtis Lee? No, I'm just kidding. My channel has nothing to do with politics. I do not get even close to politics. My channel is all outdoors, enjoying New York City. I'm smart enough to stay away from politics. I'll try to keep my distance, guys. Two feet outdoors. Yeah. Another barge with a tugboat. There's been a lot of traffic around here this morning. Another ferry, an airplane coming in, Spirit Airlines. Looks like a gravel barge over here. Tugboat Matthew G. Yeah, so the deputy mayor is here. A bunch of news media. It's a pretty big to-do. Got a little bit of a breeze right now coming across the water. A little bit cloudy. And I'm telling you, this ferry traffic and other commercial traffic on the water today, it's been busy. Otherwise, it would be perfectly calm out here, but it's not. So yeah, we'll kayak a little closer to this tug here. See if the guys on the back will say anything. I will. What time are you guys setting off? 10 o'clock? I'm leaving. That guy wasn't happy. You need to get out of here. Nothing's moving yet. Don't get paranoid. You know I'm here. He's probably going to call the Coast Guard now. Hey, this is a public waterway, man. Unless the Coast Guard came over here and shut something down, I have a right to be here. I'm trying to keep my distance. This is history right here. Yeah, this boat straight in front of me, I thought that was a fire department boat. But it doesn't look like it's... That's actually from Don John Marine. So yeah, you can see everything's disconnected here. That walkway's disconnected. Yeah, they'll be pulling this thing out of here pretty soon. You can see the barbed wire fence. Yeah, guys, definitely check out my original video paddling out to this jail barge. Guys, the movie Carlito's Way, part of it was filmed here. And you can see this walkway right behind me between this fence line. That's where Sean Penn was walking through to get to the jail barge during that movie. I'm telling you, they're not even untying this thing yet, so we got time. Right on the top up there is a basketball court, or basketball courts for like a recreation yard. All right, so over my right shoulder, it looks like there could be an NYPD boat coming with its light on. I don't know if it's coming from me, but we're just gonna spin out here, then turn around for that NYPD boat. Does look like he's headed straight for me. We'll see. I'm gonna cruise over here to the right because if he's slowing down, he's gonna be kicking off a huge wake. So if he's gonna come talk to me, he needs to slow his butt down. Good, how's it going? What's that? I caught wind that the jail barge is leaving today, so I wanted to come out and check it out.
Yeah, you can't be behind them, they're pulling it out.
Yeah, I know, but they don't even look like they're close to leaving yet.
You gotta move.
It's a public waterway.
Sorry, you gotta move. They're coming out, they're pulling it out.
I understand that, that's why I'm here.
Okay, you can't be behind, it's dangerous.
Even if they're not moving? I get what you're saying, and I'm keeping my distance, but
You have to come out.
what's the law? How many feet do I need to stay out? Sir? How many feet?
Listen, they're going to be maneuvering. They don't want to have to worry about you.
No, I understand that.
Half hour.
But they don't even look like they're ready to leave yet. And I'm not trying to cause a problem.
All right, sir. My name is Officer Zane, from the Harbor Unit.
Yep.
I have a you have to step away. The barge is getting moved before your seat.
Okay.
So please, do me a favor, get in your kayak.
Okay. So
You don't have a life jacket. Where's your life jacket?
it's right here.
Okay.
Of course, I have a life jacket. I have a whistle. I have float bags. I have a GPS device. I have everything I need. I appreciate it. You have a good day. You're on camera too, by the way. Well, that's that. The police kicked me out of there.
I'm the king of the world!
You know, I was told that they might have Coast Guard out here blocking the area off, but if it's not blocked off, then it's a public waterway. You know, obviously he can just tell me to leave, but it's a public waterway. And they're not even moving this jail barge yet. They're not even close. It's funny because he put his jacket on because his camera was on his jacket. So he put his jacket on, hit the camera, and then he identified himself and all this kind of stuff, making it official. It's kind of funny. All right, there they go. They're headed out. NYPD. Ooh, look at this chop. Then we have another ferry coming by. So I have an idea. I have enough footage right now around the jail barge, so I'm gonna go try to find another vantage point. All right, I pulled the kayak out right over there on the shoreline. I moved it up here inland, and we are now on North Brother Island. My plan is to just basically stay put here to get a good vantage point of the jail barge leaving New York City, going down the East River. All right, guys, I am currently on the far south side of North Brother Island. And this is the channel right here between North Brother Island and South Brother Island off in the distance. The jail barge is way off in the distance over that way. And right there is Riker's Island. So I'm just gonna wait right here to see if I can get some footage of this jail barge when it's leaving New York City, because it's gonna head this way through here. There is another channel on the north side of North Brother Island, but this is more of a direct shot. So I'm assuming that they're gonna take this channel when they leave the city. But this thing was supposed to be scheduled for 10 a.m. and it is 11:15 a.m. So they're a little bit behind schedule, and I'm just hanging out here to get footage of it as it leaves. This spot that I'm standing on looks like it's an old gantry of sorts. But yeah, this is a great vantage point to see this thing leave. Amazing. Manhattan skyline to the west. That sight never gets old. So yeah, I'm just patiently waiting. I don't see any movement over at the jail barge right now. All right, guys, this is really exciting. I can see off in the distance that the jail barge is being pushed out by the tugboats. All right, the best I can tell is that the jail barge is going the opposite direction than what I thought it was going to do. Unless they're just repositioning it or something, I'm not completely certain. That means they would take the Long Island Sound all the way east around the North Fork and Montauk and then head south down the coast through the Atlantic Ocean. That seems like it's a much further way to go than to cut through New York City on the East River. So I kind of decided that I'd jump back in the kayak, see if I can get a different vantage point of the jail barge leaving New York City. That jail barge is directly ahead of us. I don't know if they're turning it or if they're heading out east. All right, I wanted to come back by here now that the jail barge is gone, and you can see these are all the walkways that led up to the jail barge. And the tide has gone out quite a bit. You can see all the razor wire to the left and the fence line. All these walkways are pretty cool. This right here to the left looks like it was where all the plumbing and probably electrical came in to the barge. We got some chop right here. So in a minute, when we round this corner, we should spot the barge leaving again. And it's going to be heading under the Whitestone Bridge and then under the Throgs Neck Bridge. I can't believe that they're actually taking this thing east around Long Island to go to Louisiana. Look at this, guys. Woo! Whoa! Nice. It looks like he's just going to keep going past. It looks like way off in the distance, that jail barge is going underneath the Whitestone Bridge. See this over here during high tide. A lot of that is covered, but you can see it's got danger submerged items below. I've actually paddled over that area during the tide when it was up. All right, the jail barge is sailing off into the sunset.
Hi, this is Matt Ranji with Louisiana Scrap Metal, and I'm on site at the Vernon C. Bain Correctional Facility here in Hunts Point, Bronx, New York. And behind me is the Marine Facility Barge, and we're here doing tow preparations to bring it back home to Louisiana. So the barge was built in 1980s, end of 1980s, 1990s in Avondale Shipyard in New Orleans, Louisiana. Brought all the way here in '92 and has been here since then, and was recently decommissioned in 2023. And we're going to be bringing it back home to Louisiana and recycling and reclaiming this barge. And before the tow preparations begin very shortly, I want to take you on the tour of this facility.
right. Say goodbye to the jail barge. Again, I am so surprised. They're heading east. Riding some waves right here. Woohoo! I am back to Barretto Point Park. I want to thank you guys for watching 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did, and we'll see you guys on the next one.